Hey guys, okay, so this week's theme on 7 Super Beauties is in the kitchen. So this is my kitchen and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make my favorite salad, which is tomato and cucumber salad. So let's get started. Okay, so now I'm going to go get my ingredients out of my fridge. Alright, so you're going to need some red and yellow tomatoes. You'll also need a few sprigs of parsley and 2 or 3 cucumbers. I personally like using Persian cucumbers. You will also need a bell pepper. It could be orange or red. I like using orange or red because it adds a pop of color to your salad. And then I also use a red onion as well. Okay, so I also like making my own dressing for my salad. I just use this half of a lemon. I actually got this from my own garden. A few pinches of salt and a few pinches of pepper. And then I just use some olive oil. Okay, so first I like to chop up my cucumbers. So I cut off the ends just so that they're not included in my salad because I personally don't think they taste good. And then I hold the cucumber up vertically and cut it straight in half. Be careful, so you might want to have your parents help you with that part. And then I just set it down and cut straight across. So you get these little half circles, and they're perfect for just eating them. They're like the right size, so yeah. I love cucumbers. They're so good for you and they're yummy. Alright, so next is you have to cut all your tomatoes. So I like to use red and yellow because it also adds a pop of color. And basically I just cut each of them in half. And I love using grape tomatoes as well because they're so easy to cut and you just toss them right in. So just keep on slicing. Oh, that one came out bad, but you know. And be extra careful because this can also be dangerous. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this bell pepper, and they're actually kind of tricky to cut because sometimes the shape is all weird. So I just like to cut it in half and then in half again. So you get quarters, and then I just slice them. So you get these kind of like J-shaped bell peppers. So now for the onion. So I just like to slice it down so you get these little thin strips of onion and you just separate them in the end. So just going to slice it, and then I like to change the position so it's easier to cut so you won't cut yourself as easily. And now I'm just going to separate it into little strips so it's easier to eat and it's not as bitter as when you take a bite. Okay, so lastly, I'm just going to chop up this parsley so it's thin and fine. And so basically I kind of scrunch it up so you'll get like finer ending product. And so I'm just going to chop down. And then I scrunch it up again and kind of chop the other way. Just so you get it fine and easy to eat. Be careful because you can cut your fingers with doing this. It's a little tricky, but you'll get a hang of it. Okay, so the parsley is kind of like a garnish and it adds a little special flavor, but I'm just going to sprinkle that on top and it looks all pretty. It's all over my hands. But, you know, my family's going to eat it, so it's all good. Okay, so now I'm going to make the dressing, so I won't need this anymore. So now for the dressing, I'm just going to squeeze this lemon inside my salad, and I'm just going to be using this strainer to prevent any seeds from falling in. Make sure you get all the juice out, or at least try to. Okay, so lastly, I just have 3 more ingredients. I'm going to add this olive oil, and this is about a tablespoon, so I'm just going to pour this right above my salad, and I'm going to toss it later, so don't worry, it's not going to be all on top. And then I'm just going to take a couple of pinches of salt and just spread it around. I kind of eyeball it, but I'll take about 4 to 5 pinches. Okay, and then I take a couple pinches of pepper and do the same thing, about 3 to 4. Okay, so now I'm just going to toss my salad with these salad tongs, just so all the sauces and ingredients are mixed up, so you get the perfect dressing. I'll clean that up. I know I'm kind of a messy cook, but that's how I roll. And this is the finished product. It's so yummy and delicious looking. This salad is so good and it's so tasty, and it's healthy for you too, and it's really quick to make. I hope you guys enjoyed how to make this yummy salad. Please thumbs up this video if you did. Please subscribe as well, and catch me next week here on 7 Super Beauty.